Yo, what is good, people? It's Wodzu here. Hope you are having a great day, because today we're going to bring up some Phonk vibes because we are making a Devilish Trio type beat. Before you start watching, please make sure you followed me on Instagram, Wodzu_beats. The link's also in the description down below. I'm posting some behind the scenes and the beats I'm making in the meantime. I'm not filming my whole week of my producer life, so you can just stay up to date with what I'm doing. Or you can always hit me up if you want to talk or if you just need something. For those of you who aren't familiar with Devilish Trio, it's a Tennessee-based group from Nashville, which used to consist of Hydromain, Baker and Teen Gage. Over the last 2 years, they've been at the forefront of the resurgence of Phonk, interlacing demonic themes and horror-themed production with agile flows and wide range of lyrical content. And here below we have a really sad message, because last year Devilish Trio split up, because eventually Baker, Maker, one of the guys writing the lyrics and rapping, left the group. For me, discovering Devilish Trio back in 2018 was a really refreshing kind of experience, because I was kind of tired of those Suicide Boys inspired artists and stuff, which I've personally felt just started recycling 3 6 Mafia and other Memphis rap artists. In their case, I really liked the connection between Phonk, horrorish vibes, and triplet flows. So in today's beat we are definitely looking for a cool sample. Let's get to the grind. Okay, the beanie must go because I can't wear my headphones properly. Here I have a sample from a really old school movie called The Never-Ending Story. I think some of you may have watched it, and it sounds like that. So I'm definitely going to chop it up a little. If you are using samples, remember that those are copyrighted things, and you can't just take the original sample and turn it into something else. It really depends on the law and stuff. It's usually a really risky thing to use a sample in a commercial music if you don't own a license suitable for doing so. So you have to be careful. Now I've just cut those samples and I'm time-aligning them so they are perfectly in the grid. Okay, now maybe let's use some halftime. Perfect. In this setup with the 1.5 mode in halftime, by the way, I've made a video about halftime recently, so you can check it out. Mixed with the original signal, it adds this cool harmony. Listen. So we're going to leave it as it is, around 50%. Okay, now the EQ. Let's cut out all the lower frequencies. And now maybe a bit crusher. And now after adding bit crusher, let's add one more halftime, this time in 2 times slower mode. And let's combine it with the original. So we have those cool lower sounds. And now this sample sounds completely different than it used to. Okay, and now maybe let's change the tempo. Let's make it a little bit slower. For this purpose, I have to go to the project settings and switch the time base for items to beats. So when I'm changing the tempo, I'm changing the length of the items in the project too. Somewhere around 125 BPM should be okay. I just realized I had iZotope vinyl on my master bus. That's why the sample sounded so old school. So I've added the vinyl plugin right here on the 90/50 mode. So it sounds like that, not like that, more like that with a little bit more of the higher frequencies. Now we'll record some drums. For this purpose, I've already prepared a Phonk drum kit with this super cool snare, a dark punchy kick, a clap, a snappy hi-hat, and that's pretty much it for now. We'll add some more sounds afterwards. Let's double the sample and I'll record an 8-bar drum loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sounds pretty good. Now I will design the 808 using my Trap Mellow 808 sample, which is pretty harsh. But I'll use some EQ to make it darker, so I'm cutting out all the higher frequencies. But I'm definitely leaving the distortion. And now using multi-wave shaper, I will make it a little more distorted. In this case, type 1 sounds the best because it brings the lower frequencies to life, not only the higher frequencies, so it sounds super fat and super dark. And the other types, like 2, are a little more harsh, especially type 3. Too harsh for a funk beat. Cool. Okay, now I'm going to copy and paste the kick item down to the 808 track, and we'll write the 808 by hand. I'm selecting all the notes, and with my custom action I'm making them longer so we don't have any spaces between them, besides this one at the very end. But it really saves time. If you want to make it, it's somewhere in the actions menu. I don't really remember the name of the action. But if you want, I will make a video about it, so let me know if you want to learn about it in the comment section down below. Here I'm going to make a slide, and once more I'm explaining how to make a slide. Just use the portamento parameter in Resamplomatic. If you don't have the portamento parameter, just update your Reaper and you will have it. And my tip when writing 808s, writing any synth bass basically, is to select all the notes and just move them an octave higher. Because if you are hearing those super low notes, you aren't necessarily hearing a proper note. And I had lots of situations where I just programmed the bass, I was like, sounds good, and when I moved the notes an octave higher, I've realized they are completely off the key, and I had to redesign the whole 808 pattern. After we write the 808 pattern an octave higher, we are just moving it one octave lower and we are back to normal. And that's what I was talking about. I had to move my 808 one more octave higher because I've realized those sounds from the second part of the sample are just one semitone lower and they didn't fit. I think I will stay on this octave in the middle because it sounds the best. This super low octave is just too low, it's barely hearable. As you can hear, if you are wearing headphones, it's just too quiet. Here I added the scream sample, which sounds like that. And here I will just add a few more sounds, something like that. Just to add the spookiness, just to add the horror kind of atmosphere. Maybe a bell or something. But we'll have to tune it. Or maybe not. I think I will make a kind of an atmosphere from this sound. And I'll just make it hit every 2 quarter notes, one time louder, one time quieter. Oh yeah. The crow sound is a really cool one. Let's have a listen to this sample. We could make a kind of pulsating kind of sound in the back of the beat, like super cool. Let's make our never-ending sample a little wider, and for this purpose I will just use a simple chorus. And I'm definitely boosting some frequencies on this sample because it's really quiet. And more reverb, definitely more reverb, and huge reverb. Yeah. Okay, now let's just add a real crash to the project, and that should open the whole sequence. And getting back to 3-6 Mafia and overusing 3-6 Mafia samples, let's overuse one. Here I have a sample from 3-6 Mafia featuring UGK sipping on some scissor. Yeah. And that's how I'm making my Devilish Trio type beats. If you like the beat, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are still not subscribed, and turn on all the notifications so you won't miss any new upcoming videos. To be honest, at the very beginning I was kinda worried if I will find a proper sample to make that kind of a spooky, nostalgic, horrorish kind of beat. But the sample from the Neverending Story with all those other samples combined together sounds super cool. If you have any other artists from this dark side of rap you'd like me to discuss in my videos, just let me know in the comment section down below. Or if you just have any other ideas, any other artists you think I could just break down in my videos, also just let me know. If you want to get any VST plugins and support the channel, please visit my affiliate link to Plugin Boutique in the description down below. And at the end of editing this video I realized I didn't say goodbye, so my name is Dominik, you've been watching Wodzu Beats, and keep the good vibes alive!